Man, I am really clashing with my background today. Whew. It's a lot of patterns. A lot of patterns. Hey girl, hey, it's Lindsay. Today I'm doing yet another tag, but the thing about this tag is I was legitimately tagged. Score! I was tagged by Callie from But First Coffee. I've talked about her in like 50% of my videos because she's awesome and we adore her. So I'll link to her below and you're gonna go and check her out because she's awesome. So the tag today is the My First Tag Time. Tag time? Tag team? Tag team up in here. Today's tag is the My First Time tag, and that sounds a little dirty, but that is not at all what today's tag is about. Today is just questions about firsts, just random kind of firsts. So let's go. No, I don't. Nor would I kind of want to either, but I'm just kidding. I still talk to him every day because we got married. My first job, I believe, was FedEx. I think FedEx was my first job, and it was awful. It was horrible. Me and my friend went and applied together for like the same job, and we both got hired. So you would think like, awesome, I'm working with my bestie, right? Well, like strike number one was they separated us and we didn't get to work together at all. Strike number two was I was like 5 months pregnant, and I am just one of those people who I have a long torso, so like no one could tell I was pregnant at this time. So when I went to the interview, they had no idea. Then when I started working and it came out that I was pregnant, they were trying everything they could do to push me out, which, hello, illegal, you can't do that. But it didn't end well. I was better off. You should not be like 5 months pregnant working at FedEx with like heavy lifting. Like, am I right? Yeah. My first car was an extremely ugly boat. I mean, it was like an Oldsmobile something, and it was like driving a boat on land. This thing was huge and ugly as all get out. But I mean, I think we all kind of have a soft spot in our hearts for our first car, despite how ugly it was. Because, whew. I mentioned in my last tag, the About Me tag, that I don't have a cell phone. So no one texted me today. And that's the way, I like it. The first person I always think of every day is my 5-year-old because she is in my face. I wake up to, wake up, mommy! So obviously, she's the first person on my mind. She's the first thing I see every day. My first grade teacher was Miss Hughes, and she was a really nice teacher. I actually really liked her. It's when I got to 3rd grade that I got the witch, but my first grade teacher, she was really, really nice, and that's where I met my best friend, was in 1st grade. 1st grade was a good year. I've never been on an airplane, and I know I'm like freaking like living like a caveman. I don't have a cell phone, never been in an airplane. But the thing is I think I would be like, I'm like afraid to ride in an airplane. It's not like the heights, like heights don't bother me at all. It's like the claustrophobic reasons to know that I am on this vessel, and should I want to get off, like I can't. I'm stuck on this thing till however many hours. And I don't know, that just kind of gives me the willies. Like I'll just drive, or if I'm going across the country or something, I'll Titanic that stuff. I'm not going on a plane. My first best friend, her name was Kristen, and we met in 1st grade in Miss Hughes's class, and we met over a Chipette's pencil. Like, I love that memory. It was like the first day of school, and she didn't have a pencil, and kind of side note, like, who sends their kid to school without a pencil? Like, you need those. But anyway, she needed a pencil and I had all my brand new awesome Chipettes pencils, and I let her borrow one of my Chipette pencils. And we just like instantly were best friends, and we still kind of talk. Life gets in the way, like, you know, you get married, we have kids, both of us do, and life just gets in the way. I may still talk to her occasionally. It's not like there's any bad blood there or anything. It's just, you know, life happens. My first sleepover, unless you mean like grandma's house, and I had a suitcase that said going to grandma's house, and anytime I wanted to stay at someone's house, I'd just pack up my little going to grandma's house suitcase. But if you mean like an actual like going to a friend, I believe it was Kristen. Izzy, you know, when someone is in your face going, "Good morning, mommy!" You can't not respond to that. You have to say something, acknowledge it somehow. My first wedding that I was in, I was a flower girl in my uncle's wedding, and I remember just like thinking it was a runway, and I was just like, flowers here and flowers there, just making it rain with flowers, working it down the aisle there, like strutting my stuff, holla. First thing I do every single morning is get my cup of coffee. This all it is, it don't work without my coffee. It's like, and I'm like sloshing it, pouring it like all over the place, and I get out my coffee creamer and it's sloshing all over the place, and then after I down that first cup of coffee, then I go back and I'm able to like actually clean it, because I just don't work without it. My first concert was New Kids on the Block. Step by step. Can I get a hells yeah? And I remember my mom got me these tickets and I was like, oh my God, I'm going up on that stage. There is no way that they're gonna see this face and not wanna pull me up on stage. It was gonna go down. Like, I knew exactly what was gonna happen. Then we get there and we are in the nosebleed section. And I literally had binoculars and was like, I can't see him! And like what was supposed to be like the most exciting day of my life kind of turned into like the worst day of my life. But now I look back at it with fond memories. New Kids on the Block, rock, yeah! First broken bone is none of them. Knock on wood. I've never broken a bone, and I'd like to keep it that way because I'm deathly afraid of any sort of like stitches or any such thing of that nature. However, I have had numerous piercings, like nothing cheeky, don't know. But my first piercings were my ears, and I got those when I think I was in 2nd grade. Something like that. And I remember that like you're supposed to twist them and stuff, and I never did, and they like got infected and it was a whole big ordeal, but they looked pretty. Well, I've already told you, like I won't go on a plane. And do they even still like make like ships? Like, I know we got some cruise ships and like go around the Bahamas with Mickey Mouse, but do they even have like go overseas ships? Like, I haven't even like crossed the borders to Canada. I'm so exciting. Like, life over here is unreal. You don't even know. The first movie I remember seeing, I think, was probably The Little Mermaid. I know it was the first movie I ever owned. So I think that was the first one, or it could have been The Land Before Time. And I remember, no, it was Bambi. Oh, no wonder I couldn't remember that, because I like blocked that out of my mind. That is a traumatizing, devastating movie. Like, why did Bambi's mom have to get shot? Like, couldn't she like just get lost, and then he could have still like had his adventure and whatnot on his own, because like he lost his mom, and then like at the end of the movie they were reunited or something? Like, why do we have to kill him? Like, kids watch these movies. It was, I can't. My first detention, I think, was for chewing gum. And it was one of those like Nazi kind of thing. Nazi teachers were like, do not chew gum, and like this like would actively like check mouths. And like I remember like walking in the room and like there was a trash can here and I was like gonna throw it. Like I didn't even like barely walk past the threshold and it was like, you're chewing gum, detention. It was unjust. I didn't deserve that detention. My first roommate was my oldest son, Alex, and I moved out on my own with him. I think he was around like 10 months old or something, and I was 20. And I was a single mom, making it on my own. I'm one of those stories that you see on the ITT tech commercials. If I can do it, so can you. First lessons I ever took? What do you mean lessons? You mean like sport or something? I don't know, I took dance lessons. Is that what you mean? I don't even know what this question means. Like, I took dance lessons, dance class. I did that when I was like 6 or so. And again, I thought I was gonna be the next freaking Black Swan, prima ballerina. Like, when I was a kid, man, my like confidence in myself was like boom. Like I was gonna be a model, I was gonna be an actress, I was gonna be a ballerina. Like literally everything I did, like I was gonna be bomb at it. And I think I did it for like a year. I think the first beauty related YouTuber I watched was Tanya Burr, I believe. Or it could have been Natalia from Ma Nouvelle Mode, because she does like a lot of like awesome hairstyles. And I guess, I mean, that's beauty related, right? It was one of the two. I still watch both of them religiously. I love them both. They are great. And that was it. That's all my first questions, my first time questions, and none of them were sexual. Told you. So, if you liked it, then be sure to remember to go hit the thumbs up and like it. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Go and check out my blog. I will link to it somewhere around these regions. It'll pop up. There it is. I don't know. But go check it out because it is so much better than this vlog. I'm getting better with the vlog. I finally got a nice camera. My lighting still sucks, and I look like I'm in a hostage video. Like, I tried to make it look like, you know, like I live in a house, but it looks like I'm in the basement, and I'm like pleading, please pay the ransom, save my life, help me, with like a bag over my head or something. Like, I'm trying to make these not look like a ransom video, but they're getting better. Like, at least that's what I keep telling myself. So anyway, that's it, and I will have a new video coming out soon. I know that one is coming, so it won't be a nice big gap. And I'm just rambling, and I'm going to shut up now, so bye!